Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. It's Rico with the Buffalo Fanatics. If you guys are tuned in for the first time, welcome. This is one of the more entertaining, packed with talent brands that are out there. And I welcome you to join your boy leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the show. It's a late nighter today, man. It's the after dark hours of Rico. Yo, I'm even talking low, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to spit some love advice. And if you guys need some love advice, you know what I mean? Hit your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, guess what, people? I guess I could share this with you because you've seen wifey on the show with me. We are going on 11 years of marriage tomorrow. What? That's crazy. That's nuts, man. So yeah, man, your boys got a decade under the belt, going into the 11th year, and we're going strong, baby. So it's the after dark hours with Rico. So if you guys are looking for advice on love, relationships, your boys got you on the Rico Report. After dark. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just want to get that out the way. Shout out to each and every one of you guys watching. Hit that like, subscribe if you're new to the page. What is going on? Elliot Elser wants the he wants the he says the late night edition of Rico Uncensored. Ooh, we can go that way. We go that way. But yeah, man, welcome everybody. We got a little show for you guys today. I apologize for the late show. I had some dinner arrangement with the fam. You feel me? So I can't neglect the fam, but I also can't neglect this fam. So I still had to go and do my thing. Wifey's like, it's a little late, don't you think? I was like, it's never too late for the Bills Mafia. It's never too late for the Bing Squad. Stop playing with me. Let me give you that. Let me give you. I had to hesitate on that bell, but y'all catch the drift. So I got a little show for you, man. It's the Rated R Rico show. Yeah, we might get rated R. It all depends on what kind of advice y'all looking for. But Babalu Pinstrip, what's going on? I gotta give a shout out to the squad. The Bada Bing Crosby, what's going on, man? Elliot Elser, Dan Brown, what it do? It's only 4 p.m. in Hawaii. Oh, it's not the late night hour for you, my man. It's not the late night. Corey Buffalo, what's going on, my guy? Brian Bowers, what's going on? Kevin M is in the building. Anthony Samanelli, my bad. About to mess your name up. Apologize for that. But yeah, man, welcome each and every one of y'all. So I want to start off with talking about this this team, this roster that we have, and a lot of times we talk about who our 5 best players are, the 10 best players are, and we want to talk about who our best defensive players are. But there are some people that are on this roster that need maybe another season to break out, maybe a little bit of help around them to break out, or just plainly the opportunity to break out, meaning somebody's departed and it's now time for them to step into their new role. And I figured that I'd jump in and provide you guys with my 5 breakout players for the 2020 Bills. Now, before I get there, I gotta give a shout out to the design team that came out with this puppy right here. Hold on, so let me show you a real something. If you guys don't know, check this out. Oh, no, he did it. It's the Mr. Process. It's the Mr. Process. Y'all know who it is. It's Sean McDermott. Because y'all already know, man. I told you guys, man. I feel like my man is on the cusp of being coach of the year. And it's very, very possible scenario. So you got to give a shout out and pay homage to the man himself. So if you guys are wondering, yo, where can I get that top? Listen, man, it's www.bf fan shop. Get to the fan shop, man. It's all there. It's all there. So F the Jets, I see you, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Kevin M says, are we realistically getting football this year? I'll cry if not. And we'll talk on that. We'll talk on that. But I want to break to you guys my 5 breakout players of 2020. And we are going to start with number 5. That's Andre Roberts. And I feel that, and I'm a big fan of Andre Roberts. Hold on a second. I got to give a shout out to my guy. Hold on. Where you at? Where you at? Najim. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. I see you, my man. So Pierre got to get on the mic. Pierre's too scared to get on the mic. He don't want that. And by the way, we got something coming to you guys very shortly. And with Pierre, with a few people, you know what I mean? I ain't going to talk about it too much, but we got something coming for you guys. So number 5 on my list is Andre Roberts. Andre Roberts is, to me, we already know he's a Pro Bowl returner. We already know that he's explosive. We already know that he can get on the offensive side of the ball, and create mismatches that I feel that if we needed to depart from the likes of Robert Foster as the gadget guy, or even Isaiah McKenzie. And Isaiah McKenzie, I like, right? But if we had to make moves and if it's a numbers game, if I'm keeping between Isaiah McKenzie and Andre Roberts, I'm keeping Isaiah McKenzie for the reason that he is a return man and can do the same gadget plays as McKenzie. I'm just saying, right? But that's not a slight on McKenzie. I still F with McKenzie. That's still my guy. But I feel that Roberts is on this is the breakout year. And I know it's a little pattern, at least the last 4 years. 2016, 2 punt return touchdowns, and was a player on the rise. Mark Bloomquist, what's going on, my G? Salute, right? 2016 player on the rise, doing things on the special team side of the ball. And then the following year, blank, nothing. 2017, nothing. 2018, Pro Bowl year, right? One kick return touchdown and a punt return touchdown. Pro Bowl year. 2019, nothing, right? 2020, this is the year. You know what I'm saying? He's going to break out and he's going to become a special teamer again, in my opinion. I feel that this is the year that he becomes the special teamer. This is the year that he becomes the special teams ace offensively that we need to push us over the edge, because we all know there's 3 phases to the game. You got your offense, you got your defense, and you got your special teams. We've already addressed the kicker position by drafting a rookie kicker to take over potentially Mr. Hauschka. You never know. It's Hauschka's job to lose, but that young rookie is going to be kicking his ass off to try to make something happen, right? So we need, on the other end of special teams, other than tackling, is a return, right? You guys already know the list that I made for the top 10 players that have never made the playoffs, and Terrence McGee was one of them. And I always felt that there was always an opportunity that Terrence McGee would take it back to the house. I always felt it in my soul, right? So to me, I look at it this way. Mark Bloomquist with that donation, gotta show my guy love. I appreciate that, my guy, right? And it's always love. You guys already know that. And I got to go back and hit my guy up. Where is he? Cardero Linder. There you go. I hit you with the bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. So Andre Roberts, he is my number 5 breakout player for 2020. Now, Cody Benz, you see the haircut? I didn't want to say nothing, boy. I didn't want to freeze. Hey, I didn't want to say nothing, but you feel it. I mean, I had to, you know what I mean, tell my boy, listen, he's like, what you doing with this? What are you doing with this? I say, yo, I'm pushing this shit until I grow something. I want to see if I'm able to grow something on the side of the face. And it's coming in patchy, but we gonna make it work regardless. So I appreciate the love. You guys noticing the haircut. I had to sponge a little bit, but we here now. When I got my haircut, wifey, when I got home, she was like, oh? I was like, oh, so now you won't talk to me. When I was looking like Scruff McGruff, you didn't want nothing to do with your boy. And now my man got cleaned up. You trying to peep game. Nah, you ain't getting none of this. That's a lie, because I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to break that into her. But that's for later. It's after dark. I can talk like this. It's after dark. I can talk like this. So Cardero Linder, Cody Benz, I see you. I'm going to give you a shout out for that, because you peeped the hair game. You know what I'm saying? And for now, I still have my hair. For now. I know one of these days this shit's going to fall out, but I'm going to rock the hair until, you know what I mean? COVID got me growing out my hair, inspired me to keep it going, so I'm going to keep that shit going. Hey, let's do it. So, I kind of got off on a little bit of a little tangent there, but you Your boy had to stunt a little bit. Let me stunt. So number 5, Andre Roberts. All right. So if you guys are feeling Andre Roberts as one of the breakout players of this squad, yo, hit me with a bing. Hit that bing. You know what I'm saying? Type in bing. You guys agree. If you guys don't agree, it's cool. Put that thumbs down. Be like, nah, man, I don't think he's gonna be one of them because I have a replacement for him. But if you guys feel that I'm on that, I'm cool with that. Sunday Lamont, I see you, man. Hello, Bills Mafia. Tuning in from Alaska. Woo! Alaska? Shout out to you, man. Are you guys still rocking with sun right now? Is it still sunny outside when it's really late out? I don't know what time it is over there, but shout out to you, my G. Jeff Yin Yang, okay, you agree with it. You agree with it. I like it. Joshua Barrett says bing, bing, bing. Okay, you with me. Okay, so we are on the same page. I like this. See, this is why I do shows like this, because I feel that a lot of times I'm speaking through you guys. You guys are thinking the same things I'm thinking. Not all the time, but for the most part, you guys agree with the route that I'm taking. So we're going to keep it moving. Vincent Guarino says, don't worry about the hair, Rico. Grass don't grow on the busy street. Oh, grass don't grow on the busy street. Okay, I see you. I like that. So I guess everybody's agreeing with what we're doing right now. All right, so we good. Okay, let's move it on. Number 4. Who do you think I'm going to say as my number 4 breakout player? I want your guesses. I want your guesses right now. Type it in. Even if you guys are watching this afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Just say number 4. Type in the number 4 and the player that you think that I'm about to say as my number 4 breakout player of the year. Who's gonna break out? Who you guys got? I'm reading right now who you guys think is gonna be. Let me see what you guys are thinking right now, because I think this list that I put together is I think you guys will agree with. And I'll do a recap afterwards. So Kobe Lewis says D's nuts. You're a fool. Dawson Knox is one of them. Number 4, you guys say Milano. Rick Cruz says Milano. Okay. Those are interesting one. Ed Oliver as one of them. Ray McLeod. Boy, Josh Steele, you better stop your nonsense, man. Ray McLeod. He ain't going to be on the team, man. Milano. Okay, so my number 4 breakout player of the year, Cody Ford. Cody Ford is going to be my number 4 breakout player of the year. Now, why would you go with Cody Ford? First of all, we drafted Cody Ford with a 2nd-round pick. All right? We let him start majority of the year at right tackle after Ty and Seke went down and struggled a little bit at the right tackle. Right? Furthermore, when you go into your 2nd year, this is where you got the speed of the game, right? You've got a cohesive group with the same people. This is only going to make you better, right? So I feel that Cody Ford next to John Feliciano, if that's the case, if John Feliciano keeps his starting role, with Quentin Spain on the other side, you got Deion Dawkins, you know what I mean? We got our center. So I think that with the cohesive group that we have together, this allows Cody Ford to really hunker down, dig deep, and really own in on that spot. And don't forget, we brought in Williams from the Carolina Panthers. We were supposed to bring in Williams from before. So Williams is going to be pushing him for that right tackle spot. I'm not saying it's going to be a heavy competition, but he can't just sit there and say, yeah, I'm the guy. No, you cannot. Because Darrell Williams is right behind you. So I think Cody Ford this is the year that he really hones in the 2nd year in the same offense, 2nd year with Bobby Johnson as offensive side on the offensive side, honing in and getting his guys on the offensive line to get back on track. So I think Cody Ford becomes the number 4 breakout player this year. Rick Cruz says Ford putting in that work might be right. I appreciate that, Rick Cruz. You guys, you know what it is, man. Rick Cruz, you know what we talking about, man. My guy Ryan Horn says, don't forget what Ford did against Von Miller. Absolutely. If we can get that more consistent, he probably can be a Pro Bowl. Absolutely, man. Y'all, man, you can't play, man. My guy DM3 says Williams is going to push him for sure. Plus the penalty in the wild card game is eating him inside. There's so many things that are playing off from last year's playoff loss that all these guys are hungry to get back to it. So I'm with you, DM3. I think Cody Ford is the number 4 breakout player that's coming into this year. If you guys are feeling that one on number 4, give me that bing, biggity bing for number 4. That is Cody Ford as my number 4. Now we're going to number 3. Number 3, I struggled with this one because I was like, okay, who do we have more breakout players on the offensive side of the ball, or are they more on the defensive side of the ball? Like what's it gonna be? Hold on a second. The governor says honestly, Ford breaking out would be huge. Absolutely, governor. It would definitely for sure be huge, and we would need something like that. A toy. I also think he's gonna get beat by Darrell Williams. Wow. So you think Darrell Williams is gonna take that spot? Very interesting. And I think that is where I disagree with you because he knows they brought in Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams isn't the healthiest individual in the first place. So we got to keep that in mind as well. So Darrell Williams being added definitely bolsters the offensive line in terms of depth, but also pushes that second rounder. And let me tell you something. We don't just bench second rounders just like that. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for Cody Ford to be benched by Darrell Williams or Ty Nseke. So I see Cody Ford taking that giant leap to be number 4 on my list. Jeff Ying Yang says, Rico, to be honest, I have to disagree with that about Cody Ford for just my opinion. It's just for my opinion. Now, this is why this show is great because you're going to have an opportunity to explain yourself as to why. And I'm going to try to go back and try to read some of your comments. But you're going to have to explain to me why. And if he's not, who is going to be replacing him? Now, if you don't feel, now that's two things. If you don't feel he's going to have a breakout year, that's fine. If you don't think, or you think he's going to get beat up by Darrell Williams, that's another issue. But if you feel like there's someone that's more deserving of being on this list, different ball game. I'm with you. I'm always willing to listen as well. So number 4, Cody Ford. Number 3, Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox to me is my number 3 player on the list that's going to break out this year. Why is he going to break out this year? Obviously, for the obvious reasons that he's going into his second year with the same quarterback, with the same offensive coordinator, with the same tight end coach, with the same offensive line coach, because the tight end is a special position. They're encompassed in all facets of the game: blocking, catching the ball, getting on special teams, getting in the offensive room, and getting involved in this offensive game plan. So with Dawson Knox, you have a special talent. Furthermore, and the most important is that you have my guy, Stephon Diggs in the fold. He's going to garner a lot of attention. And when you garner a lot of attention and people kind of slide the safety over to the outside to kind of pay attention, guess what is left open in the middle? The tight end. And that's going to be Dawson Knox. Carlos Cabrera says, hope fans are allowed to go week 1. My yearly trip to Buffalo from Oklahoma is the highlight of my year. So much fun. I really hope that we do have football this year, but I'm going to touch on that a little later. So so when it comes to Dawson Knox, that's my number 3 breakout player of the year. And with the obvious additions of Stephon Diggs, you got a second-year player in John Brown. You know what I'm saying? Cole Beasley coming into his second year. And the same system, same everything with a motivated quarterback in Josh Allen. How could you not see Dawson Knox improving this year? And I think he's going to have a massive year. I said it before and I'll say it again. I think he's going to be our second leading receiver this year after Diggs. Diggs is going to be our number 1 guy, and I think Dawson Knox is going to benefit largely from the presence of Stephon Diggs. So if you guys are with me on Stephon Diggs being the number 3 breakout player of 2020, hit me with a bing, biggity, bing. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. So I'm going to see how you guys feel about that. Jeff Ying says they both kind of play the same way in terms of Darrell Williams and Cody Ford. So if they both kind of play the same way, then I'd definitely go with the younger second-round draft pick in Cody Ford. Right? Wouldn't that make sense if they both play similar to each other? Brian Bauer says Knox breaks out if he improves on catching the ball. Oh, Knox breaks out if he improves on catching the ball. Absolutely. We can't have those crucial drops, and not even crucial drops, just the easy drops. Because Dawson Knox was making these tough catches where you're like, whoa, how do you make that? But then he dropped an easy ball. You're like, come on, man, you gonna drop that? So I see big things coming for Dawson Knox this coming year. And I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. My guy Pierre says, hey, Brian, Rico can't say Josh number 1. It would mean he would possibly be in MVP conversations. That would hurt us in the offseason. That has nothing to do with it, man. We already know that Josh is going to do well. And I'll tell you right now, Josh is not on my list because I anticipate Josh is going to take us to the promised land. He's going to take us to the playoffs. And I'm talking about other players that you don't think that you typically like are almost like, I wouldn't say forgotten per se, but you're not really talking about, right? Everybody's talking about the Stephon Diggs. Everybody's talking about Josh Allen. Everybody's talking about Trey White. You know what I'm saying? So those are the obvious guys. I'm not gonna put that. That's boring. That's boring. I'm trying to think outside a little bit outside the box a little bit. So that being said, I'm gonna move to the number 2 player, and I got to see my guy Daniel Guari says, in my opinion, Knox will be the 4th in receptions after Diggs, Brown, and Beasley, but I like Knox's potential. Knox is going to be pushing for a lot of receptions this year, man, because you have to keep in mind, Allen likes Knox a lot, and he looked Knox's way often. He did also hit Cole Beasley a lot as well. So to me, it was between those two guys. I think John Brown will get less receptions this year based on what we see going forward. But I really do like Dawson Knox as the 2nd leading receiver, but I could be way off, man. But that's my prediction. Shout out to my guy Scott Van Loo. What's going on, Scott? I appreciate that donation, my guy. It's always love. I always love when you tune in, and I appreciate that, man. So let's keep it rolling, baby. Let's keep it rolling. Keep my argument alive. You a fool. So here we go. We're down to number 3 as Dawson Knox, right? So to me, the main thing is the addition of superstar receiver in Stephon Diggs opens up the lanes for everyone. But I think specifically in the receiving core, I think that Dawson Knox is going to elevate his game, and he's going to be one of the targets that Josh Allen is going to be looking his way a lot more often this year, if in fact Stephon Diggs is garnering a lot of attention. So number 3 on the list is Dawson Knox. So number two, who do you think the number 2, in my opinion, who's going to break out this year as the number 2 player on this Bills team? I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. So Dried Ocean says, does Milano count as a breakout player? Of course he does. And is he on my list? We're about to find out. Brian Bauer says, number 2, Ed Oliver or Voshon Joseph. Wow. So you think Voshon Joseph has an opportunity to break out this year over the Andre Roberts, Cody Ford, Dawson Knox? It's very interesting, Mr. Bowers. Very interesting. Tony B says, nope, passing volume is going up. A lot of balls to go around this year. There's going to be a lot of balls to go around. The volume is going to go up, right? But that volume only goes up if there's trust from OC to quarterback, and there's trust from receiver to quarterback, right? There's got to be trust this year. If there's no trust from my offensive coordinator to my quarterback, I can't expect my quarterback to do anything great this year, right? My offensive coordinator has to trust my quarterback, and I believe that is the case. Then it goes to quarterback trusting his receiving, right? Case in point, do you think Josh Allen trusted anybody on the 2018 team? Absolutely not. Andre Holmes, bum. Didn't trust him. Biscuit Benjamin, bum. Didn't trust him. The one guy he trusted isn't even a factor right now, and that's Robert Foster. He trusted Robert Foster like crazy. He trusted Jason Kroom like crazy, and Jason Kroom is pushing for a tight end spot on the squad. So it's going to be a lot of trust. If there's no trust, in any relationship, if there's no trust, forget about it. Yo, this is a line that I heard. Trust is lost in buckets, but earned in drops. Kind of crazy that I say in drops, right? But y'all catch what I'm saying, man. So if I throw a big ball to you, right, and you drop it, and I go again to you to say, redeem yourself, you drop it again, or you run the wrong route, I cannot trust you anymore. Guess what? When I don't trust you, I'm not going to anymore, right? So now guys like Dawson Knox are going to have to earn that trust in droplets, right? In drops of water to get back the trust of your quarterback. So it's going to take a lot of hard work in training camp. It's going to take a lot of hard work in the preseason. There's going to be so many things that the the Dawson Knoxes of the team, the Robert Fosters of this team, the John Browns, the Beasleys. These guys had some crucial drops and run routes that were run incorrectly. So, like I said, if you want any relationship to work between quarterback and OC, quarterback and receiver to quarterback, it's got to be trust, and we've got to have trust in one another. You want to know someone that he trusts a lot? Sweeney. He trusted Sweeney like crazy. He's going to Sweeney left, right, center, right? So maybe Sweeney makes an appearance here and there, and potentially maybe comes and beats out freaking Croft. You never know. It's gonna be interesting. So anyway, moving on to the number 2 list. The number 2 on the list. Hold on a second. Rico, I see Daryl starting over Ford. Daryl has more experience and almost made a Pro Bowl in 15 and 16. You're absolutely right about that. But 17, 18, 19, that's where Daryl kind of went. He kind of started taking a toll going down. So it'll be interesting to see if Bobby Johnson elevates his game to even push Cody Ford for a starting spot on that. So that is a very interesting concept to look at. Kathy Barnaby, if we play, I don't think there will be a preseason. I think the preseason is going to be canceled as well. That's just my opinion and many other opinions. But I think they're trying it. I mean, they've been trying to get rid of the preseason, right? But they got to keep 2. I think they need to keep at least 1 or 2 games in preseason in order to get a dress rehearsal. You want to be able to get a dress rehearsal, right? So bring in the fans and see and try your protocols and try out to see how it's going to work for when the regular season starts. If you don't do anything and you go into live game mode first week and you allow fans, like, it's going to be a disaster. So take those preseason games as rehearsal to kind of give you an idea of how to work with the crowd and how you're going to do things. But I'm going off on a tangent here. So I'm going to go into my number 2 player. So number 2 player, Tremaine Edmunds. Tremaine Edmunds is slated to break out. Still 21, 22 years of age, right? Young. The boy is 6'5", 240, runs a 4.5 40, lateral speed, sideline to sideline. His instinctual play has increased, has gotten better, and he's just a walking predator. So to me, that's the number 2 guy that's going to break out this year, and I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to be pushing for one of the better defensive players in the league. Not just in the AFC, but he's going to be pushing to be one of the better defensive players in the league, and I see a lot of potential in him. And the fact that we stole that brother in the first round, that is crazy to me. So I'm glad he's on our team, and I think he's going to have a breakout year. This is the year he's going to lead this defense, and he's going to lead our defense right back to being a top 3, top 5 defense again, and we're going to be pushing to be contenders to keep going. So Edmunds, to me, is on his way to being a Pro Bowl player, and he's going to be there quite often, and it's going to be the norm for a guy like Tremaine Edmunds to be in the Pro Bowl. So to me, going into his 3rd year, this is the year that you say, you know what, I know the speed of the game, I know what my coach needs from me, I know what my players need from me, and the fact that we've added more talent to the team, right? Josh Norman on the other side over Levi Wallace. Then you bring in Mario Addison, Vernon Butler. You bring in Jefferson on the front lines. That's going to be killer. It's going to be going after it. I see Pro Bowl in the very near future for Tremaine Edmunds, and I feel that he is going to be my number 2 breakout player this year in 2020. If you guys agree with my list thus far, show me a little love. Give me one of these. This emoji right here, if you guys have that. Give me one of those bad boys. Let me know how you guys feel about it. If you guys disagree, please let me know. I want to see who you guys would replace, and I'll do a recap of who we have on this team, and who you feel that should be on this list. So my guy Atoy says Edmunds is a perennial Pro Bowler. See, we got some people that definitely agree with that. Jeff Ying says, I want to hear your point on Edmunds, bro. Are you referring to me or you're somebody else? Atoy says even Luke Kuechly said that he was better than him. I never heard that, but if Kuechly's saying great things about Tremaine Edmunds, then I believe it. I truly believe it. So guys, do me a favor. You guys are in this room right now. If you guys are enjoying this show, you guys enjoy the Buffalo Fanatics, you enjoy tuning in to vibe with your boy on every Friday night, yo, smash that like for your boy. And continue to show support to the Buffalo Fanatics, man. We are bringing you guys a packed house with the podcast. We got a podcast from Monday to Friday. We just added a great group of guys with the Hoop podcast. They are now part of the Buffalo Fanatics. They will be going, their podcast will be airing on Fridays. So we got a packed house, man, and we got the vidcast, man. I think I'm calling it a vidcast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can call it a podcast, whatever you guys want to call it. But we have myself, we got the Bills guys that are showing up right now, and we have something coming shortly, something coming soon your way. So be on the lookout, man. So be on the lookout for that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and showing out. Show a little love, smash that like, and let's keep it bumping. So who we got? Jason and Ma says, Rico, what do you think about what about a breakout year for Devin Singletary? Yeah, that's a very good one. And you know what? I think that's the best way to rock into a segue. I'm going to segue into the number one player that I think is going to break out, and that is the man himself, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary will break out this year. You guys already know I love the running back position. I love all running backs. They all bring such a intricate piece to the offense. They make the difference to you having a fantastic team and you being some bull, right? So to me, Devin Singletary is going to break out this year, and he's going to break out in a big way. And I'll tell you right now, late in the season, I'm talking about like 5 games remaining in the season, our best offensive player was not Josh Allen, was not John Brown, was not Cole Beasley, was not Dawson Knox. It was Devin Singletary. We looked so much towards Devin Singletary to bail us out. The things that this guy was doing on the field, where he'd catch the ball or he'd get a rock, he'd stop on a dime, he's dead to rights with 2 or 3 guys in front of him. Boom, 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 he's gone. What? I don't need Devin Singletary to bust out 65-yard run touchdown. I don't need it, because he'll give me 12. He'll give me 8. He'll give me 15. He'll give me 20, right? And I'll take that. But Devin Singletary will bust out this year, and I'm all for it. Over 770 yards, and the guy only he played 12 games, didn't even start. He was sharing his time with I was about to say Garrison Hurst. I don't know why I thought that. With Frank Gore. Sharing his time with Frank Gore. And I have much respect for Frank Gore. Frank Gore had nearly 600 yards rushing that year. So I'm telling you right now, Devin Singletary is going to be a problem for a whole lot of teams this year, and this offensive line is going to be a cohesive group. They're going to come together. They're going to bust open some holes. We got some dogs on this team, and I think Devin Singletary is going to break out. I know we drafted Zach Moss, but I'm telling you right now, he is going to be a problem. Billy Harvey says, Rico, been kind of tight on money due what's going on with this COVID-19, so donations are being rejoining. So donations and rejoining the Bing team is soon to be returning. Love what you do, man. Keep up the good content. I appreciate you. Bill Harvey, it's not about that, man. It really isn't. You do what you need to do. It's not about the donations. For real. You guys give donations. It's appreciated. Don't get me wrong, because it goes right back into BF by getting the backdrops, by getting the microphones, by getting these to give you better production, right? Software. So if you don't got none, don't even stress, man. Your presence alone is good for me, baby. Your presence alone is good for me, Bill Harvey. So shout out to you, man. So if you guys are with me on Devin Singletary being the guy, he's going to be the number one breakout player this year. Hit me with a bing, biggity, bing in the comment section, because I'm feeling it. Devin Singletary is the guy. I love Devin Singletary, and I was a little skeptical when we brought Devin Singletary, because I was like, hold on, Devin Singletary, who the heck is Devin Singletary? And when I looked this man up in college, and I'm not just talking about highlights, folks, I'm talking about games. This guy was nasty, man. Little tree trunks for legs, and you just can't bring him down. And he's not going to shy away from contact. And what I love about Devin Singletary is that he's not just a east-west shake and bake. No, man, he'll hit you outside. He'll hit you inside. He'll even catch the ball out of the backfield, and he's durable. He is durable. I know he got hurt last year. Don't get me wrong. But with the amount of carries that he got in college, I'm telling you, that's durable to me. You can give this guy many touches. And I'm hoping that Devin Singletary, for our success, for us to be a very successful team, he needs to touch the ball at least 20 times. At least 20 times. I'm not talking about 15 to 20. If we want to be successful, he has to touch the ball 20 times a game. And I'm talking about catching balls out of the backfield and running the rock. He needs to. And I think that he's going to be a special player this year. And I think he's going to elevate everybody's game. He's going to elevate Zach Moss's game. He's going to elevate Josh Allen's game. Stephon Diggs' game is going to step up. And guess what? If you want to cover, double cover Diggs, you're leaving open lanes for my guy Devin Singletary because the box is going to be open. You don't got to crowd the box. You want to crowd the box? That's cool. We're going over top to Stephon Diggs. You want to slide over to Stephon Diggs and still kind of crowd the box a little bit? Guess what? We're going to hit John Brown on the other sideline. You got to pick your poison. You're going to have to pick your poison this year, man. We're going to have to pick your poison. Let me see what my man Tebow says. Tebow, bing, bing, bing. I see you. By the way, Pierre, crazy, man. Josh Allen ain't winning no MVP, unfortunately. It Kyler's or Wentz year, I believe. Hey, man. Kyler Murray, man. That guy is solid, bro. I like Kyler Murray. I really do, man. But Josh Allen has a legitimate chance as well. He's got a legitimate chance as well. And I'll tell you this. You can't win no MVP if your team is trash. You can have all the statistics that you want. But if your team isn't winning, the MVP is not going to you. So if Josh Allen can get his team winning, and I'm trying to throw Pierre a bone here. If Josh Allen's team is winning, our Bills are winning. We're getting to 9, 10, 11 wins, 12 wins. Oh, you best believe Josh Allen's going to be considered for MVP. Only because he's got his team winning. He's putting his team in position to win. So is he a strong candidate to get it? I don't personally think so, but if he's got his team in contention, he's got his team winning, he's gonna be part of the conversation. I mean, that'd be silly for him not to be. So shout out to my guy Josh, man. He could make some noise. He's got to, man. This is a big year for him. It's a big year. Josh MVP 2020. I see you, man. Martin Bradstreet, I agree, Rico. A championship Bills team emphasizes the D and the run game, and in cold weather arena like Buffalo, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Pierre says, "Yo, I don't need them bones, man. You don't need to throw me no bone. I'm by myself. I got you." Hey, man, I hear you, man. So, yo, Ben Johnson says, "Bing, bing." Rewatch his touchdowns in the Philly game. Listen, man, just pay attention. Just pay attention, people. If QB play is solid deep in the playoffs, damn right. We need that. I like Kyler, but call me crazy. I think Josh is more set up for MVP because of the weapons and depth. And it's very possible. That's what I'm saying, man. But it's all about the wins. If we're not winning, don't even bother even considering Josh Allen. Josh Allen's got to lead his team. He's got to put W's. He's got to put points on the board. And that's what's going to keep him in contention and in conversations for the MVP chatter. Pierre says, that's the main reason why I said he'd be considered. Team around him is stacked. Come on, man. Catch up. Hey, listen, man, I got you, man. That's why I said you want to be considered to be an MVP, you got to put the W's. You got to get W's. You can't take no L's. You got to put points on the board because that's where we lack. We don't put enough points on the board. 18 points a game is not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. You got to start putting up points, man. At least another touchdown and a couple more field goals. That's what it comes down to. So I wanted to give you guys my top 5 breakout players of the year. Let's recap to see who they are and if you guys agree. And if you guys agree, I want you guys to put 3 thumbs up in a row. 3 thumbs up in a row on the same line. All right, here we go. Andre Roberts, number 5. Number 5, I believe that he's going to have his breakout year. He had a nice year in 2016 and took a break in 2017. Sorry, he had a really good year, 2016, break 17, 18, had a good year, Pro Bowl year, took a break in 19, right? 20 is the year he's got to do it. Number 4, Cody Ford. Cody Ford's got to break out, man. Darrell Williams is going to push him. But with your second year with the same offensive coach, with the same cohesive group, I cannot see why he doesn't step his game up. And with the way he handled Von Miller and a slew of other really good guys, that's something that you got to improve on. And that's something that you can hold on to say that I can play in this league. So I believe he's my number 4 guy. That's Cody Ford. He's going to take over in his sophomore year. Dawson Knox, number 3. The addition of Stephon Diggs allows him to now rule the middle of the field. Him along with Cole Beasley are going to be running things up in the middle. So Cole Beasley is going to do his thing. We all know that. But Dawson Knox, I believe, is going to be more of a red zone threat this year. We were a decent red zone team, and I think he's going to take full advantage of the addition of Stephon Diggs and the weapons around him. Number 2, Tremaine Edmunds. Young guy going into his 3rd year. This is a Pro Bowl year, and he's going to have a Pro Bowl year this year, and I think he's going to do extremely well. So Tremaine Edmunds, I think, is going to break out heavy this year. He's going to lead this defense again to a top 3, top 5 defense. And there's nothing else to be said. Tremaine Edmunds. And number 1, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary is going to break out, man. I'm anticipating all-purpose yards, 1,500 yards, all-purpose yards. I think that's I'll be 14. I'll say 14 just to be on the safe side. 1,400 yards, all-purpose yards. That's catching the football and rushing the football. I think he's gonna get 1,000 yards receiving, no problem, and put up another 300 yards receiving. And I think he's 300 to 400 yards receiving. So I think he's gonna be at a 1,400 yards, all-purpose yards. That's my guy, Devin Singletary, as the number 1 breakout Bills player of 2020. If you guys agree with that assessment, smash that like button. If you got to this point in this video, I want you guys to type in Rico report. Drop that Rico report. If you got to this point in this video and you agree with this assessment, drop that Rico's report. Corey Buffalo, I see you. I like it. Y'all are feeling it, and I'm all for it, man. Pierre Cuban says, so answer the question about Ed Oliver. Why the F is Ed not on your list? Speak up for the fans in the back. Oh, my bad. Why is Ed Oliver not on this list? Because he's not. Is he going to have a breakout year? I'll tell you this, and this might be bold, but if I say Harrison Phillips has more of a breakout year than Ed Oliver, there I said it. And y'all can at me all you want. I think Harrison Phillips jumps out to a strong season coming back off of injury. I know he's coming off of injury, but I think that he's going to be motivated as ever, because I'll tell you right now, before Harrison Phillips got hurt, my man was cooking in the backfield. He was cooking, okay? So don't play with me. So Ed Oliver, love the dude, you know what I'm saying? But I think Harrison Phillips is going to be the guy that jumps over Ed Oliver in terms of breaking out. If I was going to choose who's going to break out, it'd be Harrison Phillips. Don't come for me, because I think a lot of y'all might actually agree with that. Rico, did you see the Josh Allen, Mark Sanchez interview? No, I didn't see the whole thing. I got to go back and watch it, but I caught a few clips and it seems really interesting. I'm gonna definitely jump in there. Okay, I see you guys. You guys agree with me. The Rico report, double R. I see you. Rico report. That's bold with Harrison coming off an injury. It is bold, but let's keep it real. Let's go back. Harrison Phillips was having a damn good preseason. He was having an early offseason, a great early offseason, and then the injury happened. That was killer. But he was slated to keep Ed Oliver onto the bench and not allow Ed Oliver to get on there. He was going to get him into rotation, right? That doesn't answer why Ed won't break out. It's not that he won't break out. I just think if someone was going to break out, I would choose Harrison before he does. I like Ed Oliver, but breakout, I think he'll have a decent year. Don't forget, we got Jefferson. We just brought in Jefferson. Okay, we just brought in Mario Addison. So, like, how are you going to break out with all those guys on the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be very difficult. This is going to be hard for anybody to break out on this team. Jefferson's going to be a beast. Vernon Butler's going to be eating into your time. You got Star that's going to be eating into your time as well. And with the way that my man rotates his linemen, and he likes his veteran guys a little bit more, and Ed Oliver being in the doghouse a little bit, maybe he gets out of the doghouse. I think Ed Oliver is going to have, I wouldn't say a hard time, because I think he's going to do really well this year, but breaking out is going to be very difficult to break out with all those guys on that line. That's a tough, how do you break out of that, man? You break out of that, that means you're going to have a solid, that's a Pro Bowl year. You break out of that line. If you want to make my list and you break out of that line, you're going to have a Pro Bowl year, because we got some talent on that front line. Jerry Hughes, Vernon Butler, Star Lotulelei, Harrison Phillips, Mario Addison, Epinesa. Yo, man, we got some depth, man. Daryl Johnson, we got some depth on that team. And you think you're going to break out? I mean, if he does, great. I'm all for it. But y'all got to think about that. Y'all got to think about that one for a quick second. Harrison is a very good option for a top 5 breakout spot. Absolutely, man. Honorable mention. However, I think Ed's hunger will drive him. And I hope, and if Ed's hunger drives him, shoot, that means the Bills are in fantastic position, because that is a damn good defense and a defensive front nonetheless. Yo, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'll tell you that right now. Imagine we have Aaron Donald, AB, a Super Bowl team. Damn. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Martin Bradstreet says the dark horse Buffalo Bills 2020 win now. Yo, we need to win now, man. We definitely need to win now. We have that small window. I've been telling you guys, man, there's a tiny window, a 2-year window. We got to do it up. We are so stacked on defense, it's not even funny, minus the cornerback position. Yo, we have a strong defensive front, man. Strong defensive front, and teams are going to have to deal with that herd. The herd is coming. The cold front is coming, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can zip up all you want. You can put a parka on. You can put a toque on. It doesn't matter. We're going to freeze your ass, and we're coming for you, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. In my opinion, Vernon Butler will have a good 4 to 6 sack season. As Addison will have 8 to 10. Oliver will get 5 to 8, and Harry will get 4 to 6. Holy crap! So you think we're gonna get all those sacks this year? I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I'm gonna take all your top. So 10, that's 16, plus an 8, 24, plus an 8. So that's 30 sacks right there. 30 plus sacks. I'm just doing quick math right now, and I'm using all the top numbers there. So, and don't forget, we let our guys draft. We let our guys blitz and in cornerbacks. We have our linebackers that are there. It all depends on what we're doing. I mean, shoot, if we get all those sacks, I'm all for it. But I can't see us doing all that stuff, man. I really can't. Don't forget Quentin Jefferson. No, I didn't forget him. I said him. Quentin Jefferson is a beast, man. So, like I said, man, we got a lot of depth on this defensive line. So, for Ed Oliver to break out, man, that's fantastic. If he breaks out, shit, all for it. I am all for it. Oliver was eating late in the season. He came. Yeah, he did. He did. But so Harrison Phillips is coming back. AJ Epinesa is going to be having something to say about that because AJ Epinesa doesn't only play on the outside. He can move inside, right? So they might move Ed Oliver. And then all of a sudden, they got Epinesa inside, Addison on the outside, and then they bring in Jefferson on the inside with Jerry Hughes on the other side. Guess what? Ed Oliver's on the bench. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time, but I'm saying look at that formation right there I just gave you. That rotation. And so Matt Addison, Epinesa, Jefferson, Jerry Hughes. You know what I mean? Yo, that line is stacked, bro. That line is stacked. Stop playing, man. Quentin Jefferson is underrated as he can play anywhere on the D-line. Yes, he absolutely can. He absolutely can. Poyer is going to show why he's extended this year. Finally will not be snubbed for Pro Bowl. I hope he makes it this year too, man. Joshua Barrett. The herd is coming. Stop playing, baby. Stop playing, man. The herd is coming. My bad, man. Missed you say him. Yo, I said it, man. I did say it. So, I guess, what did Kingpin say? Because y'all seem to be enamored with what my guy is saying. So, a player coming off ACL injury usually takes a year playing to get back to normal. Reason why I wouldn't put Harrison over Ed. And that's cool. And that's cool. That's a good point too. That's a good point too. And I'm not saying that everybody's like this, but I mean, don't forget, Adrian Peterson, ACL injury at the running back position, came back and killed that joint. Now that boy he's superhuman. He's not normal. But anything can happen. Harrison come in, and plus that injury happened early in the season. So hopefully he comes in ready to roll. It wasn't like it was a late season injury. So we'll see how this goes down. We'll definitely see how this goes down. No way you draft a player 9th overall and barely play him, brother. I get the rotation, but Oliver isn't just another guy. So and neither they didn't pay Jefferson for no damn reason. They didn't bring in Mary Addison for no damn reason and pay this man $13 million a damn year. You know what I'm saying? So and keep in mind, they rotate like crazy in the interior line. So I don't think my guy McDermott gives a damn of who you are. It's rotation, keep you fresh. So when you get on there, you bust your ass like Jordan Phillips last year. Jordan Phillips, when he kept himself rotated, he was in rotation, but he made the most of it, right? Every one of these guys is gonna make the most of it. And don't get me wrong, if Ed Oliver comes in and kills the game, I'm with it. But I'm just saying, man, this line is stacked. It's crazy stacked. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to it. Ryan Berger, I appreciate that donation, my guy. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Awesome defensive line and rotation. Gonna be sick. Today is my birthday. Got more Buffalo gear. Rico, you the man. Yo, Ryan Berger, happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yo, happy birthday to my... To my guy Ryan Berg. I can't ring the bell too loud because it's a little late. It's a little late. But happy birthday to you, my guy. And I hope you, I wish you a very happy birthday. Another blessed year. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe out there. And yo, celebrate, man. Celebrate life, man. We only have one life to live. Do it the best you can. Do it safely. And always think of other people at the same time. And a lot of times we tend to just think of ourselves. But it's always good to think of other people and get blessings. Give blessings to others. You get the blessings back, baby. That's how it works. Jason says, love to watch Ed play. His hunger and speed and strength. Aaron Donald vibes. Yes. Here's one thing that I do notice about Ed Oliver. And Pierre is probably going to try to disagree with me. But Ed Oliver tends to, and Pierre's the one who brought this up. My man doesn't seem to stay on his feet very often. He gets washed out. He gets thrown to the ground. And then he's out of the picture. Yo, anchor down. Anchor down. Quit freaking getting yourself put on your backside. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that. We cannot have that. So, and Pierre can't tell me, oh, that ain't true. It is true because you brought it up, my G. So you want my guy to break out? He can't be on his knees. I'm just saying. Pause. He just can't be. You got to get up and get in there. I'm just putting it out there, man. It looks like I'm throwing shade. I'm not even throwing shade, man. I like it. I like that. I like Oliver. Oliver's my guy, man. Dude, my B-day is New Year's Eve. Oh, shoot. New Year's Eve birthday? That's nice, man. That's nice. So folks, that is what I wanted to share. I'm gonna read some comments as we end out the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm going to be reading a lot of your comments going in. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, do you think that we're going to have a season this year? Do you think they're going to eliminate fans? Are you in for it? Obviously, you're not in for it, but can you deal with it? Right? Here's another question. If, in fact, they do not have fans in the stands, how are you guys going to be watching your games? I'm curious, though. Are you going to, if they allow it, go to a restaurant or go to a bar? If they even allow it, a backers bar, or you're just going to get together with some friends and watch it at a crib. But even then, you can't even have a boatload of people at a certain place. So it's going to be very difficult to envision watching games this year, not in the stadium. So it's going to be interesting. What is this, a birthday shout out now? My B-day is July 15th. Oh, it's coming up, man. It's coming up. Everybody's shouting out their birthdays right now. So Bill Central says final receiver room predictions. Final receiver room predictions. I think we go with 7 receivers. So the big 3. I'll call it the big 4. So Beasley, Diggs, Brown, Roberts. There's your 4. Then we're gonna go with Gabe Davis. Then we're gonna go with Hodgins. It's gonna be between Hodgins and Duke Williams, and I guess McKenzie. McKenzie might make the squad, man. McKenzie might make the squad. So I think I'm gonna go with McKenzie making the squad as well. But yeah, then that's my room right there. That's my room right there. I like that one. Joshua Bear says Facebook don't get to watch it any other way. Here in the North Idaho. Damn, you with North Idaho? Shout out to you, my guy. Rico, please sing happy birthday to me when it's my birthday. You got it, boy. I'm going to sing happy birthday to you, bro. What do you got? Rico, McKenzie will make the squad. I think he's going to make the squad, too. I mean, especially if they gave him a little one-year deal. I think he might make the squad as well. And I like McKenzie, man. He brings a spark. There was a time back when we brought him in from Denver, we didn't have a spark on this team, man. And McKenzie is the one who gave us the spark that we needed often. And even last year he did too. So I think they like him, and I think that he's going to be a big part of this team as well. If we do keep 7 receivers, which I think we will, I think he makes the team. 6, it becomes tough. It depends on what they want. I really hope Duke Williams makes the team. But they drafted Hodgins. They drafted Gabe Davis. I can't see these guys sitting on the practice squad, so I think these guys make it. So that's 6 receivers if you bring both rookies. So it's either McKenzie for the 7th spot or Duke Williams if they keep both rookies. It's a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. Bada Bing Crosby says, gonna be really bummed if I have to buy cable or online streaming service this year for the Bills games. Yo, it's gonna be trash, man. Like where I am right now, this is where I watch my games right here. I don't watch it in the big screen. I watch it on my laptop, and I'm chilling right now. And in my room, I bring my pop, I bring my chips, and my wings or whatever I'm doing. I do it right here. But it's just nice to go to a damn game, high-fiving folks, boom, you know what I'm saying? Hey, 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 you know what I mean? Singing the shout song, a whole bunch of experiences you get when you go to these games. And the Bills games are, and I've only been to the Bills Stadium, never been to another NFL game. And truthfully, I wouldn't care to go any other game because I think the Bills gives you the best experience, period. So if we can't have that, man, that's gonna be bummer. It's gonna be bummer, man. It's gonna be crazy. What do we got here, man? Rich G says we'll need your B-Day mojo night. Yes, we will. F the Jet says if no fans, they should mic everyone up. See, okay, so let's put it this way. Good thing that you brought that up. So I'm actually looking forward to. Let's just say they don't have fans. I'm actually looking forward to hearing what is being said on the field. Let's go back to when Cam Newton was running to play in the red zone, and I think it was like AJ Hawk. Was it AJ Hawk? I don't know who it was, but AJ Hawk was like, "Oh, this is the play, this is the play, this is the play." So Cam Newton's like, "Oh, it looks like you've been studying. Watch this." But you heard it. Wouldn't you want to hear something like Josh Allen's getting up, he's in the red zone, and I don't know, you got freaking Jamal Adams talking ish across the other line from the Jets, and then Allen audibles and says, "Yo," he goes, "Diggs, do that thing I tell you about." Diggs like, "Got that." Boom, TD. And then you hear all the shit talking. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice fan experience. Or they might even have to mic a few players. Almost do it like an XFL, right? Mic a few players to kind of give you the rawness that's going on to the field. Was it Clay Matthews? Thank you, man. I said AJ Hawk. Clay Matthews. So that would be dope. Almost like the XFL. Remember back in the XFL, you could they mic'd up some of the players and you could actually hear them live. Or even the freaking league that just happened not too long ago. So there's some things that they're gonna have to do, man. If we can't have fans, they're gonna have to find innovative ways to bring the field to the fans, right? And I'm sure they're gonna find a way, man. It should be fun. It should be fun. Rico, I live in Florida and go to the Bills versus Dolphins games every year, and I say there is 70% Bills fans. That's nuts. It feels like a home game every year is lit, especially since we whoop them all the time. Yo, don't let Kevin hear you about that, man. Kevin's gonna tell you different. But yo, that's crazy. 70% in Miami? Shoot, damn, okay. Rico, random question. What do you do for a living? Really envy what you're able to do with the Buffalo Fanatics. So I never share personally what I do for a living with people. I don't know why. I'm one of those private people, but could you be really private when you're like this? But anyway, so what I do for a living, I am a operations supervisor. So I work for Canada Post, right? So I'm a supervisor for operations, so that's what I do, and I'm also a trainer. So I also train as well. So this makes sense, right? That I'm able to relay and speak and get my point across. So yeah, that's what I do, man. So yeah, I've been doing that for 5 years now, man. 5 years, going on 6 years. So I do the overnights. So I work the overnight. So all them packages that Canadians are ordering from Amazon and international, that's my job to get my employees to get that and push that out there. Push it out to you guys, man. So yeah, that's what I do. So for those that have been wondering, like, yo, what does this guy do, man? What do you do? That's what it is, man. I'm a supervisor. I'm an operations supervisor. My man says teacher vibes. Yeah, man. I do training as well. So for letter carriers as well. So the new letter carriers that are coming in, new recruits. Guess what? I'm your boy. I'm the one doing it. So employees that are coming in, I do that as well. So I just so whenever you guys see me working during the days, I don't know if I told you guys this, but whenever you guys saw me, you're like, yo, why are you always in hotel rooms? What's going on? During the season, I was in hotel rooms almost like every weekend. That's because I was traveling all over the place to go train different letter carriers from different cities. So that's what it comes down to. Rico about to be working BF full time. Hey man, let me quit my job, boy. Yeah, right. I make a good living, so I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I mean, we broke, but we comfortable at the same time. Does that make sense? Can you be broke and comfortable at the same time? I mean, I can go and get these little things here and there, but I'm still broke. I still do broke things. I still do those things, man. I think we all do at moments like that. Cardell Linder says, whiteout room. He feels it's gonna be Diggs, Smoke, Cole Andre Duke. I like that. Gabriel Hodgins. Let's stop playing around and crush these corners in the league. Fear us. So you want to go with the big boys. I like it, man. Cardero, I like that, man. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Just as I've been broke and comfortable my entire adult life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're comfortable, but we broke. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think, who was I watching? I was watching a comedian. I think it was Chris Rock, and he was talking about rich and wealthy. So he said Shaq, you know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal is rich. And then he goes, I think he said something like, but uh freaking Jerry Jones is wealthy. There's a difference. There's rich and then there's wealthy. We, as the normal people, we like comfortable, but we broke. That's the best way I can explain it, man. And if you guys feel me, then I mean, shoot, let's go, man. I like that. I've been broken comfortable my whole entire adult life. Yeah, man. Sometimes that happens. Colonel Lynn said that's what I'm talking about. Go big or go home, man. I see you. I see you, man. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been on here for an hour exactly. So I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. I try to do an hour each live each Friday. If you guys appreciate me going live on these Fridays, yo, show me love. I'll continue to do that. Even sometimes after working on my schedule, I will still make it happen. If you're looking for me to go more often each week, let me know. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from BF? And you guys, I mean, let me know, and I'll put it together, man. Because the three heads, me, Bobby, Pierre, we're always putting our minds together to bring something new to BF all the time, right? So Pierre is always working overdrive. My guy Bobby's always in the booth, just creating like crazy, and I'm here spitting out. You know what I'm saying? The ideas that we have. So whenever we put them together and I put it out there, it's because there was a lot of thought put into it. So if you guys appreciate what we do, man, continue to show us love, and we'll go from there, man. And I want you guys to give a shout out to the new members of our BF podcast, the Hoof podcast. They're doing big things. The Bills guys are doing big things. My man Dave and Steve. You got the overdue podcast. You got my guy Jay Spence. You got my guy Joe with the code of conduct. We got the overreaction part. Yo, man, we were not where we were even 2 years ago. We're not even close. We were still trying to figure things out, and we still are trying to figure things out. But it seems to be coming into and falling into place. And guess what? It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Who said that? Rico, you playing PlayStation tonight? Nah, man. I don't think I'm gonna play tonight. I think I'm gonna go and hang out with the old lady. Like I told you guys, it's the anniversary for me and the lady. We're going on 11 years married tomorrow. So I'm about to go and hang out with the old lady, and what I'm saying, watch some film and watch some Bills film, because that's what we like to do sometimes when we go to bed. And once we're done watching film, we watch more film. And we try to watch a couple of press conferences with Sean McDermott, because it gets us going. Yo, could you imagine? Yo, that'd be crazy, man. I'm upstairs with my lady putting some film on. Man, that's some nuts. That's some nutty stuff, man. But anyway, so yeah, 11 years married, so I'm not going on PlayStation tonight, and I might not be on tomorrow. So it's gonna be a busy weekend. We got to do some night things, and plus this COVID-19 thing's gotta kind of messing things up a little bit. So we gotta get creative on what we're gonna do to celebrate. So that's what it is, man. Cody Finney says, "Well, what you got, Cody Finney?" Cody Finney says, "Congratulations, me and my wife, February 22nd will be our 12th years together, man." That's crazy, man. I am all about longevity in relationships, man. I mean, sometimes things happen, but I'm all about longevity in relationship, man. Like when I hear people been married 45 years, man, that's hope, because too often we see relationships breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Too often, and over some dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Too often we see, offensive coordinators getting fired. Can't keep a relationship together. It seems as though we found a good relationship with McDermott, you know what I'm saying, Brandon Beane, Dable, and everybody. We keeping everybody together. Let's keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen, man. But yeah, in jokes aside, man, yeah, 11 years, man. We're going on 11 years, man. Me and wifey, we doing it with 3 kids, bro. 3 kids. We doing it, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, much love. I always listen. I'm always reading. If you guys are looking at wanting us to add certain things and add an element to the BF squad. You think that you can add to us. You want to be a contributor with the Buffalo Fanatics. We're always listening. We're always open to bring on more people. But we ain't just gonna put you on. It doesn't work that way. You gotta prove that you belong, that you can make it happen, and we'll go from there. But if you just want to simply support and continue to show us love, man, we'll take that every time. We'll take that every time. So that is that, folks. That's my time. Appreciate you guys very much. I appreciate the love that you guys have been showing, and I'm gonna go upstairs and watch some film. So I'm gonna go upstairs and watch the film. So you guys know the lingo, man. So I appreciate y'all, and until next time. It's your boy, and I'm gone. Let's go.